these people are gifted. They've got a skill. So let's recognize the African medicine. Let's recognize traditional healers. Let's also subsidize them. There must be some money for them. There must be some money for them. Those who want to open their chemist, it's an African thing, it's our thing. Why are we ashamed of our own things? Let's finance it. There are people who are being healed from that as we speak. If you don't want to use it, no problem. You've got an alternative. But let's not speak bad about those who want to use it. You cannot become Africans when it suits you. When you are being punished by whites at work, you remember you are an African. And then when you leave your workplace, but here's the star. I don't do such things. Or no, you can't slaughter a goat in Midrand. What's that? You must slaughter it. And then they must call SPCA. And then they must find you ready. Or it ends now. I shall liberate these people here in Midrand. We shall slaughter here. This is what they're doing. And then the EFF goes into council to pass a bylaw that allows the slaughtering of those things because it's in line with who we are. It starts with us, comrades. But this thing of over-exaggerating Western arrangement, European arrangement, is the one that is defeating us. Everything spoken by white is correct. Everything said by an African, the newspapers can actually make you hate the people who are supposed to be worshipping. A white lie is a perfect lie. Some of you here are suffering from white morality. White morality. No, I just want 3 kids. Because you had some white person saying, this is good. This is good. You know, we worship them so much that even when they tell a lie about us to us, we believe it's true. I'm not part of that. No. Now I'm liberated. I'm personally liberated. If you are in that trouble, you're on your own. I'm not part of this arrangement. They can write as many times as they want.
I think there is a fundamental misstatement of the issue in the question. We can no longer continue to make policy for ourselves, in our country, in our region, in our continent, on the basis of whatever support the Western world or France or the European Union can give us. It will not work. It has not worked, and it will not work. Our responsibility is to charter a path which is about how we can develop our nations ourselves. It is not right for a country like Ghana, 60 years after independence, to still have its health and education budgets being financed on the basis of the generosity and charity of European taxpayers. By now, we should be able to finance our basic needs ourselves. And if we are going to look at the next 60 years as a period of transition, a period whereby we can stand on our own feet, our perspective has not to be what the French taxpayer decides to do with whatever surpluses that they have in France. They're welcome. They're appreciated. Whatever interventions that the French taxpayer through their governments make to us are appreciated. We're not going to lick a gift horse in the mouth. But this continent, and with all that has happened, is still today the repository of at least 30% of the most important minerals of the world. It is a continent of vast, arable and fertile lands. It has the youngest population of any of the continents in the world. So it has the energy and the dynamism. We have seen it. These young men who are showing so much resilience and ingenuity in crossing the Sahara, finding ways to go across with rickety boats across the Mediterranean to really, those energies, we want to have those energies working inside our countries. And we're going to have those energies working in our countries if we begin to build systems that tell the young people of our country that their hopes, their opportunity are right here with us. Migration and the movement of people is being presented in a manner which suggests that somehow it's a new phenomenon. There's nothing new about it. It's as old as man, the movement of people. And it has always been linked to the same thing. The failure of where you are to provide you with an opportunity, so you move somewhere else. Those of you who are familiar with 19th century European history would know.
Well, so fellow Africans, do you think until now we need assistance from Europe or from Western countries? Because everything we can do with our own, we have a capacity to do that. We have people in the diasporas, we have people in the continent that can perform many things. But the problem, I don't know why we didn't decide to do better things. We believe that everything that is done in Western or in abroad is good for Africa. Let me tell you the truth, fellow Africans. Understand that no one is here to help you. Is here for the business. Fellow Africans, let us wake up. We cannot build our continent in the hands of donation, in the hands of hate, in the head of mind from outside. No, we cannot achieve that. Let me ask you, did you see Americans seeking aid in Africa? Seeking maybe advice from Africa? But it is very easy for Africans to seek advice in Europe. Let us remove this bad mentality that we have. Julius Malema is well spoken. Professor Philo Lumumba always spoken about these issues, speaking the truth. President of Tanzania, Honorable Dr. John Pombe Magufuli, President of Ghana, Nana Addo Akufo, President of Madagascar, President of South Africa, President of Senegal, and many President of Kenya, President of Uganda are speaking the same thing. President Kagame, but we don't take the action. I don't know what is the real problem that we have. We know the problems, but we cannot solve the problems. And now I say this, that the time of COVID is good in another hand because we have learned something. We have understood the position of Africa. And we have seen many innovations in our continent. And we appreciate those innovations. Senegal has created a ventilator testing kit. We have seen many technology has been created at this time. But the problem that we have after this pandemic, we started to import everything from outside. We have leaders here in Africa. They say that they love their countries, but in real sense they don't love their countries. They are here for the business. Let us change, fellow Africans. Our leaders will respect you, we love you, we know your patriotism on this continent. Please, let us do things that will live even you die. Please help this generation to create employment, to make Africa great, to make Africa work. We cannot achieve that if we didn't decide to do better things. Forget everything that is told by white people. Look at this medicine that you have been told about Madagascar. Someone will come and tell you this is not tested by WHO. Remember, who is WHO? There are African companies that can test this COVID. No, it's European companies and the American companies that will come and test this. Africa, we don't have even in the Security Council, there's no African country who is permanent in the Security Council of United Nations. So Africa, we have been chased out. People don't believe in Africa. Even our Africans, we have been conquered in our mind that everything that has been told by white one is good. Even he told us the lie, we accept it. That's why many things that has been copied from Europe are not working in Africa. We have a lot of programs, but they didn't work. Still in Africa, we are so poor. Not because we don't know how to do, no, because those are not created for Africans. So fellow Africans, let us unite and let us work together to make sure that our continent is moving in the right direction. And the only solution is to unite. Please, readers, fellow Africans, young people in the continent, in the diaspora, please let us join our force. Let us join together. Even our leader will not maybe decide to unite, but we, the people in the ground, we must unite. We must unite by sharing our knowledges, by sharing our events, something that is happening in Africa, skills, technology. We can exchange ideas, we can argue within ourselves through different platforms. That is the way we as Africans can start uniting. When the political come, the people is already united in the ground. So fellow Africans, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share our videos. Thank you.